because a Gigantopithecus might be near. This thing has a creepy habit of hiding behind trees to spy on prey, standing still for hours, not moving, calling, or breathing, waiting for you to let your guard down. Then a 3-meter-tall figure appears, towering over you. One hand can crush your ribs. Even crazier, in 2015, a team found a cave in Yunnan with 28 human skulls inside, all smashed open, with Gigantopithecus teeth scattered nearby. Scientists reconstructed the scene. These ancient humans were driven into the cave, thinking they were safe, but the giant squatted at the entrance, pulling them out one by one. Lay opening can't. The creepiest part, the cave walls were covered in scratch marks, all left by humans. They desperately tried to crawl deeper, but the giant's arms were 2.7 meters long, reaching every corner of the cave. That night, no one made it out alive. This nightmare lasted 2 million years, until the undying giants went extinct, and humans dared to leave the caves. But here's the question: how did such a terrifying species disappear? In January 2024, Nature published a shocking study. A Chinese academy team spent 10 years using 6 dating methods on 157 tests, finally solving the mystery. The truth is sobering. The killer of Gigantopithecus wasn't humans, or beasts, or natural disasters, but itself. Back in 1935, Dutch paleontologist Koningswald walked into a Hong Kong herbal shop from a medicinal dragon bone batch, pulled out a tooth bigger than an egg. His hands started shaking. This might be Earth's largest primate ever. He named it Gigantopithecus, but fate played a cruel joke. We broke out. Koningswald was imprisoned by Japanese forces. What to do with the tooth fossil? His wife stuffed it into a milk bottle and buried it in a friend's garden. For 3 whole years, history-changing evidence hid underground. After the war, he dug it up. The real treasure was in China. In 1956, Guangxi farmers dug bat dung for fertilizer. Their hose hit a huge jawbone. Scientists flooded it, digging up over 1,000 giant teeth. This cave is called Giant Ape Cave, but oddly, nearly 2,000 teeth have been found, and 4 jawbones. Nothing else. No skulls, spines, ribs, or limbs, so we mostly guess what they looked like. Online reconstructions are scientists' imagination. The only certainty is they were huge. Scientists estimate Gigantopithecus stood at least 3 meters tall, weighing 300 kilograms. Today's largest gorilla is under 1.8 meters. Lay a child next to them. But surprisingly, this 3-meter giant was a vegetarian. Tooth isotope analysis shows they mainly ate fruit, bamboo, and leaves. But don't be fooled by the diet. Male canine teeth were much larger than females, meaning males often fought over territory. An angry male giant could tear apart anything nearby. Your ancestors trembled in this monster's shadow, surviving over 1 million years. Homo erectus reached Southeast Asia 1.5 million years ago. Gigantopithecus lived there for nearly 2 million years. They coexisted in the same forest for at least 1 million years. Imagine that scene: a group of 1.5-meter-tall humans foraging in the jungle. Bushes shake violently. A 3-meter dark figure stands up. The slow ones didn't pass on their genes. So today, seeing a tall dark figure makes your heart race. That's 1 million years of natural selection etched into your DNA. So how did the giant go extinct? The answer is in the details. From 2 million to 700,000 years ago, Southeast Asia was dense tropical rainforest, full of fruit and bamboo the giant loved. It was paradise. Their tooth enamel clearly records chemical signatures from 10 plants, including figs, tender leaves, berries, and flowers. Their diet was richer than modern pandas. The population was stable and widely distributed. They were forest kings. But starting 700,000 years ago, the climate changed drastically. Not a disaster, but a slow, gentle, yet deadly shift. Seasons became more pronounced. The rainforest gradually shrank, turning into sparse open woodlands. The fruit trees the giant loved dwindled, replaced by low shrubs and vast grasslands. Food became scarcer each day. At this point, fate offered 2 paths. The giant's relative, the orangutan ancestor, faced the same environmental change. They made a seemingly humiliating but wise choice, starting to eat low nutrition, but abundant roots, bark, and coarse plants, even actively shrinking their body size to climb higher and travel farther. As a result, they survived to this day. But Gigantopithecus chose to refuse, not because they couldn't change, but because they wouldn't. Tooth fossils clearly show as food grows scarcer. The giant still insisted on eating what it was used to. When favorite fruits were gone, they settled for second best. Eating high-fiber, low-nutrition backup foods. Eating backup food high in fiber and low in nutrients, but never touched lowly tree roots, nor left the forest to forage on grassland. Scientists found in giant ape late teeth traces of chronic tooth trace elements show. When preferred food was scarce, they still relied on poor backup food. Food diversity dropped sharply, yet their bodies grew larger and more cumbersome. They had 2 million years of success with powerful bodies, but forgot one thing: past success is sometimes the biggest future trap. Malnutrition lowered reproduction rates and reduced cub survival. The population spiraled down irreversibly. Final stage, long-term hunger and anxiety. The population shrank, their range narrowed. Eventually, this ruler of the rainforest for 2 million years, in its own stubbornness, silently went extinct. So the answer is, not humans killed the giant apes, they gave up on survival themselves. Story has a tale. Why do wild man legends exist worldwide? Bigfoot in North America, Yeti in Himalaya. Shenangjia wild man, Australian bush giant. These cultures thousands of miles apart. Why is the same legend? A hypothesis says these wild men are giant apes. Our ancestors coexisted with them for 1 million years. The fear of giants living deep in forests, passed down orally through generations, eventually became myth. Though giant apes went extinct 250,000 years ago, the shadow they left in human memory may still be etched in our genes. So Bush Gigantopithecus, with 2 million years of rise and fall, taught us a lesson. On this planet, strength is never a survival pass. Change is. What's more terrifying is this story keeps playing out. Those that seem strongest and most successful and most unshakable species often collapse when environment changes, because they're too used to their lifestyle, too trusting of past experience, too unwilling to adapt to new rules. While those small, flexible, and willing to compromise find cracks in great upheavals, survive and pass on. So next time you walk into a forest and feel something watching you, don't worry, it's not Bush's giant ape ghost. They vanished completely 300,000 years ago. What you should really watch out for is whether you'll become the next Bush. Giant apes, strong, proud, stubborn. Then in refusing to change, step by step toward the abyss. Because history has proven, extinction never needs swords and shadows.